All right. Good afternoon, everybody. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. We have a last-minute scheduled no logic race here for you this afternoon, or whatever time it is for you. This is game 3 of Nobly versus krelbel. Game 2 was yesterday or the day before, I forget. Despite having 2 of each rod in the item pool, that game came down to an ice rod hunt for half of the race. So we should be starting here momentarily. And there we go. So we have bombs in Link's house. That's nice. I would also like to point out today we have a first-time tracker. JD Silvergun is tracking for his first time, so he is learning the SpeedGaming tracker interface while tracking invisible items. So good luck, kid. I saw the Lake Highlight Island item. It was not interesting. Could have been a map, though. So early Sahasfala check for Nobly. Early Hobo check. These are 2 common openings. Swamp is a pendant, our green pendant. That can be nice. Swamp is a little annoying to get to. Just rupees there in Sanctuary. I'm going to update the series score. Here we go. Alright, so now I'm wondering if this is just... I'm getting a little weird echo on Nobly's audio. I wonder if that's my setup or something going on with his. So, I missed Bonk Rocks before, but we'll see it now from krelbel. Map, we would like to know our pendants. We'd like to know Meyer in particular. So money is nice. We'll take that. I think I saw a bottle there on Lumberjack. We could get that. It would take a minute to beat Aghanim 1 with some shenanigans from Hera to get there. But we'll think about that later if it comes to it. Oh, and that was the Meyer map there in Lost Woods. That is good. So nobly up the mountain. That is a common opening. krelbel probably going straight to Kakariko. So nobly tries to pause at the correct time, such that the bomb double hits the switch, so he could go straight to the map chest. But he did not get it, so he'll have to do it again. a sword there in blind set. We were just having a discussion in the Discord about what items could be duped. And we were not sure how we would go about duping blind set, so I don't think we'll see anybody dupe that sword. So nothing of interest in Hera, I believe. Nobly coming down the mountain to rescue the old man. Meanwhile, we do have Hammer in the well. So there, I know there's something terrible you can do from Ice Rod Cave to either dupe or get Bite Cave, but I forget what it is. It's something like 7 Samaria, 7 STCs. So it'd be something like that to do Blind's Head Out. I doubt either our runners even knows how to do such a thing, so we're gonna have to find another sword. So nobly going to do a common thing here, which is, oh, is he? This doesn't look like Graveyard Ledge. I guess he's going back up to Hera. Okay. Not Graveyard Ledge. Probably east of the mountain. Krelbel making a common play in seeds that allow overworld glitches to go from Kakariko to desert. He picks up the blue boomerang because although you wouldn't think of that as useful outside of glitch modes, it can be very useful in combination with the hook shot to get places. We're going to need a bunch of other items, so we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Alright, so nobly, I'm not sure if he was unsure about what he was doing there, but he warned me just before this race he's been having problems with controller disconnects. So that may have been why he was standing there. So 3 heart spiral cave. Some kind moldworms at the beginning there. You can just face tank the last one. Krelbel doing a quadrant glitch in desert to skip the key, get to the right side items. These items may end up being invisible, especially if he didn't do a turn back there. So that first item was rupees. I did not see the second item. So second item could be a thing. We'll have to check. Well, we'll check on that for you. Bombs? I didn't think I saw. Okay. Was not paying careful enough attention to his bomb count to be sure whether it was bombs. Nobly going to purchase bombs out of Paradox Cave. Yeah, which he has to do. He's going to have an adventure here with the moldworms. Wow, fire rod and a second sword. in Paradox Cave. That sword is dupable, although with a glitch that apparently a lot of people don't like to do. And the fire rod, by the way, was right, along with the ice rod. So fire rod downstairs, ice rod upstairs. And the bow. All right, so when Trinex is a crystal boss, both rods are required, and once you get both rods, you have to start thinking about go mode. We can't quite get around the Underworld the way we'd like. We do have, once Nobly goes to Kakariko at least, he will have 2 rods and a fire source. So then it's a question of what other items he needs to do Underworld navigation. I see the anti-tree warp crew is in chat here. Yes, we would like the flute to quickly tree warp the bottom of Paradox Cave to dupe that sword. Nobly, I'm not sure he got the uncle item. I was busy trying to say tree warp as many times as I could, so I didn't notice. So Nobly is going to do the front of escape. We like to do this early because it gets us the Hyrule Castle big key from the ball and chain guard. That key is useful in cave state to open any big key door we'd like. We'll probably open at least something in pod with that key, often also Thieves Town and Hera. Krelbel doing a graveyard ledge play here. I think we've seen this from Nobly. Ether. Alright, so if Mire is a crystal, we're a bit more likely to be able to get in there in the front. Getting around the Mire medallion is one of the more onerous things in this mode. If you do not have, if Mire is a crystal. We do have the Mire map, so we will be finding out as soon as we get in the Dark World whether Mire is a crystal. That is often a priority for the players to find out whether Mire is a crystal and see what its medallion is, if so. We also got an Ice Palace map there in Escape. Glove in the Dam. Okay. So if we have to do Ice Palace, that'll be rather painless. We'd like Samaria for Icebreaker. And we'd like the big key so as not to orphan anything, but that's not so much a concern. Am I crazy? Am I the only one hearing this odd echo effect on Nobly's audio? Or is that part of the restream setup? Meanwhile, the second fire rod is in Mini Moldorm Cave. If you're wondering why you saw a second one there is because for the purposes of this tournament, we have 2 of each rod in the item pool. If Trinex is a crystal, Trinex must be beaten, and we must have both rods. There's no way that we know of around the rod requirements. Actually, that may not be true. There may be a glitch that has been deemed illegal to get you around the ice rod. But it is illegal, if so. So, to avoid the problem of a seed being unbeatable if one of the rods were to be on Trinex, we have 2 of each in the pool. We have seen 1 in Paradox and 1 in Mini Molder Cave. All right, so a little South Shore cleanup here. A little water walk from both players. We're going to check waterfall, nothing of interest, and we'll check at least the ledge item. Money is valuable for potions in this mode, so we'll be thinking about trying to... Well, we'll have to see. I don't usually see people reset when I think they might otherwise do so. Oh, we're not going to reset that. We want the mirror. Mirror is helpful in addition to its normal uses, speeding up dark and light overworld. Oh, Nobly. So Nobly wants to save his money, so he is running away from the mirror for now. That is unfortunate for him. It's going to be a big point in that race, seeing how long it takes him to get back there. He's going to buy a bomb upgrade. Bombs are something we want. Even when players buy bomb upgrades, they tend to run out of them. All right, so krelbel, I believe, has not done the front of escape. The reason, one of the big reasons to do the front of escape is to get that Hyro Castle key, which works as a cave state key. However, krelbel just got the Ganon's Tower big key in Sanctuary Basement, so he does not need that Hyro Castle big key to get a cave state key. The Ganon's Tower big key also functions as a cave state key. Alright, so we see Mire and Swamp are pendants. Mire, that's good news. We're not going to need a medallion for Mire. Turtle Rock is a crystal, but once krelbel goes to Paradox Cave, we'll get the Ice Rod. So we do have to start thinking about go mode. We're not there yet, I don't think. It's definitely beyond me. And this is assuming each gets the other sword and krelbel gets the Ice Rod out of Paradox Cave. One of the swords was in Kakariko, the other is in where was the other one? Paradox Cave maybe also? Anyway, we see that Ice Palace is also a crystal on Nobly's side. So Paradox Cave has loaded the seed. It has rods, a sword, and the bow. So Nobly, it looks like it's headed to Pod here. krelbel set his portal a little too far north, I think. Has to do a couple transitions to get out of Pyramid Ferry. He got an interesting key in there. I forget what it was. And we got some money on the pyramid. So krelbel having that Ganon's Tower big key, not sure he'll do the front of escape. He may he could do a bomb juke, although that's very difficult. A bomb juke from here in the Uncle Passage to Thieves Town. But it looks like he'll just do escape. The other thing I I would think he might do is what Nobly is doing, which is go to Pod. Pod is one of the most common early plays in No Logic. Once you have a cave state key, you get there in cave state, and you also map wrap in the Underworld, which desyncs sprites, so you have no enemies to contend with in here. We discovered Swamp is the green pendant, so those flippers would have eased getting the Swamp Crystal, but we don't need to do that. So I don't think there was anything interesting here in Escape. Maybe a map. Oh, what? Theoretically interesting about that medallion, but we know on both players know that Meyer is a pendant. So that's where the Ice Palace map was. Krelbel mapped in the Dark World and didn't have that ice map yet, so he'll have that information if he chooses shortly. So we do need to start thinking about go mode. We need something. Getting around the Turtle Rock Big Key, I don't know how I would do that. I don't think you can do that yet. I don't think you can mirror door twice. We would like a bottle or Samaria. Those would be the nicest, most straightforward ways to get around a bunch of things. That mirror will substitute for a bottle in some cases. Oh, there we go. So we have a third sword there in the dark maze of Pod. So both players should end up getting 3 swords quite easily here, with one in Blind's Hut, one in Paradox Cave, and one in the dark maze of Pod. Be very unusual to try to skip any of those. Thieves Town Big is somewhat convenient. I'm not sure how much faster it makes thieves, if at all. But I think it makes it a little faster. Yeah, you definitely don't have to make an extra trip to the prison. Oh, book. I did not see that on Nobly's side. That's interesting that he either didn't check or chose to not get it. We see a clip from Krelbel to very rarely used clip, Underworld clip, to get the Spectacle Rock item. So, big early difference in this race is that Nobly wanted to save his money, so he did not go to check Zora. He went instead and bought a bomb upgrade, and Zora has the mirror in this seed. So there are a couple things you can do once you get the items out of Pod. You could try to go to Hookshot Cave. You could try to go to Hera. We don't have the items that we don't have a bottle that we need to get to Hera, so we couldn't do that. Nobly is choosing to reload the dungeon, so he's going to do a involved uh-oh. Krelbel map wraps. You need to save and quit once you do that. He walked too close to the top of the screen, so he saves and quits to avoid hard locking there. Meanwhile, as I was saying, Nobly has done a couple steps in the multi-step process to get to Helmasaur without the big key or any of the items you normally need to get to Helmasaur. You just need bombs to do this. Uh-oh. Nobly made a mistake there. He pressed A when he should not have, and I don't know how... I don't know what you can do to get out of this. I think you can just exit, and he can start over. Nope. He's stuck in the wall. So Nobly will have to come back later for Helmasaur King. Yeah, he would have had to take an intentional death with bombs. He has blue mail, so that would have taken many bombs. Alright, so he'll head to Kakariko. He'll get sword, and the hammer is also here. Nobly will be on tempered sword. Meanwhile, krelbel will also find a sword. So question chat, why is no EG listed as a major glitch? Listed as a glitch we may not use in this tournament. So, the game exists on two layers in the Underworld, basically. EG is a glitch that allows you to abuse transition between those layers, and effectively, once you get an EG, you can walk around most of the Underworld on the bottom layer, which mostly exists on the top layer. And there are just too many things you can do with it. There wouldn't be much challenge using many other glitches, of which there are many, and much more narrow in scope. So EG is considered sort of too powerful. It'd be the only thing you ever did. It'd just be running around in EG for the whole game. Alright, so krelbel heading to Pod, which Nobly has done. Nobly cleaning up Kakariko, which... I'm not sure I said that right, but each doing what the other has already done. So krelbel's gonna get tempered, and we will be mostly even, except, as we mentioned before, krelbel has the mirror from Zora, and with the other items, that's a big deal. The fact that we don't have any bottles yet. The mirror can substitute for a bottle in some cases for some glitches. And given that something like a bottle, or the Cane of Samaria, is our bottleneck to go mode, it's a pretty big advantage for krelbel. He may only need one bottle as opposed to Nobly needing two, depending on what other items they get. It always hurts to have pointed out that you've accidentally made a pun. Yes, bottles are our bottleneck. Good job. So Nobly in desert. krelbel has been here. So once these players finish their respective plays, the main difference will be krelbel has the mirror from Zora, and that'll be just about the only difference. If he does not fail the statue drag, he could gain an advantage if Helmasaur has an interesting item. Nobly is going to put that off probably going to put that off a very long time. So Nobly, I think, got the quadrant glitch. Taking damage so he can bomb himself to the front of the dungeon once he completes this play. This item was the second item. Okay, so Nobly is going to show us what these items were. The second item was invisible and unknown. We think it may be bombs. It was not bombs. But it made a heart piece sound, I think. So not a concern. So Nobly with a glove, gonna clean up K45, checkerboard, and Agana. krelbel might not have had the glove when he was here, so he might not have done checkerboard, so that might be a new check. Alright, so krelbel's gonna head to the front of pod. As I said, there are a couple things we can do here, but the fact that he already did right side leads me to believe he is killing Helmasaur on this trip. Nobly sees that Hera is a crystal. And checkerboard is not interesting. So a small amount of time krelbel will gain here on the successful, assuming he completes the statue drag successfully, a little faster with the mirror. Yeah, so Nobly is thinking about his next play with no pearl, no bottles. You're gonna have to think about this one a little. Ganon's tower would be tempting to just pop in, get a few items, but he's not doing that. He's heading to East Death Mountain for some reason. I guess he's going to the Dark World. He's going to the Turtle Rock portal. Does not need the mitts. We'll just clip up there. Helmasaur does not have a useful item, so krelbel will not gain a big lead from Nobly making a mistake there with the statue drag, other than the time loss. So we'll see at least Super Bunny Cave from Nobly on, Super Bunny Cave on this trip. Okay, so krelbel going to mirror after pod and going to head into Eastern. I don't have the big key, so I'm not going to do everything here. There is a bomb juke to get the big key chest quickly here. But if krelbel were going to do it, he'd have done it already, I think. 4th sword. Alright, so sword's not a concern this seed. They often are in no logic races. That can not an unusual go mode item. But we got 4 of them. Wow, so Super Bunny Cave was a little bit of a out of the way play just because he wasn't sure what else he could do easily, I think. And he gets handsomely rewarded with the hook shot. Looks like he's going to walk over and do a bunny DMD. He's probably going to take this to beat Skull Woods, I would think. So we're going to get down off the mountain. This is a what's called a citrus clip here. You have to do some single frame movements, get yourself into the wall just right, scoot around, let it snap you around, and sort of get on the other side of this railing, and then hop off. Yeah, so we do have to start thinking about go mode. We were talking about bottles or Samaria in combination with that mirror being possible. One of the other vehicles for go mode is that hook shot with hook pushing. We're going to need, I believe, and Chad is talking about other items we need in addition to the hook shot to be able to use it for hook pushing. The lamp would be one of those things. Powder might be another. We do have the bow. This is unfortunately one of the voids in my knowledge, all the ways to do hook pushing. All right, so krelbel is also going to join Nobly in this bunny DMD. He unfortunately does not go to Super Bunny Cave first to get that hook shot. He does, however, get the clip. Oh, he's going to Ganon's Tower. Interesting. Yeah, the bunny DMD is over on the other side. That's my mistake. So krelbel gets that much more quickly than Nobly. Alright, so straightforward Dungeon Bunny Revival. krelbel has the hammer. Does not have the key to Samaria. We could... Alright, so I think that was an accidental save and quit from Nobly. Well, immediately reward. That is very unfortunate for Nobly because we get the immediate reward of a bottle in Hope Room for krelbel. And once again, we start playing the game of how do we dupe that item. Collecting that key might be a mistake if you want to dupe that bottle. But I forget. These chests at the beginning of GT are fairly easy to dupe, to my knowledge, but I'm not sure the exact methods. Right, so Nobly with the hook shot is going to do a Harapot. krelbel gets the powder there in the Stalfos room. Not normally that exciting, but together with that hook shot, if he gets to Super Bunny Cave, that could be... We could have a no mode here, where between the two players we are in go mode. So quickly dispatching Moldum here on Nobly's side with Tempered Sword. Castle Tower Key, not useless. So krelbel taking this to random room at least. He has again this tower big key, so I imagine we're just doing the basement normally here. So Nobly did not get this book before. He will now. I suppose perhaps he was waiting for another sword. Now that he has it and can get that item, he'll pick up the book. Wow. Okay, so Cane of Samaria in random room on krelbel's side. Missing that GT bunny clip. Very costly for Nobly at this point. So krelbel got a bottle and Samaria does not have the hook shot. But we do have to start wondering about go mode for him. I'm not sure how we would get around the Turtle Rock big key off the top of my head, but I think it's possible. I think you could combine Samaria and a bottle, maybe? Yeah, chat also saying they're not sure how get around the Turtle Rock big key. So krelbel could get that hook shot in Super Bunny Cave, I believe, to get around. But I do not know how I would do it. Delete the door from Meyer. Okay, so I don't know that. Oh, right. That is in, where is that? So a long chain of things to open the Turtle Rock big key door, but it looks like we could do it. Yeah, so krelbel still checking items. He may not quite be comfortable with go mode. I certainly wouldn't be. A little surprised that this close to go mode he's checking the tire room chest. This would be something you might skip if you were thinking about go mode. Alright, so Nobly once again having a little trouble with this statue drag. Not sure what happened on that last attempt. That looked good, but part of what could have made it not good was not visible. Alright, chat pointing out that we have one bottle and it is in a dupable location. So we have as many bottles as we want. I am not sure how to dupe that bottle off the top of my head, although I would expect to be able to look at the EG map and find out easily. Hopefully krelbel isn't going around opening chests that prevent him from duping that bottle, but I don't think that's a problem. So there we go. Nobly successfully gets statue drag, although he is a little low on health here. So krelbel did not do the thing he could have done to dupe that bottle. That's right. Yoho pointing out. It's very, very easy to dupe that bottle. Just a simple North Samaria before you get into the room with Bob's chest. So, okay, Nobly making use of the rarely seen Cane of Burna in a No Logic seed to protect himself from Helmosaur. So, wondering there about what krelbel's thinking, not duping that bottle. Maybe it just came up too quickly for him to think about doing there in GT. He's buying a blue potion to do a fake flute, I believe, in the Dark World. So he'll run around and do something in the Dark World. So nobly heading into... This is a bit of an odd play to my mind. He's going to do Dark Cross at least. He may... He may be just running out of comfortable things to do here. He missed the bunny clip to Ganon's tower that krelbel hit. So krelbel, I think krelbel actually has the... It's not tracked, but I think he has the Thieves Town big, although it's possible he doesn't. Alright, so I think nobly was... The main purpose of coming here was to open that key door in the sewers. So nobly has the flippers. I'm not sure why you don't just buy a bomb upgrade instead of buying bombs, but okay. So what's nobly doing? Bought bombs. Anyway, meanwhile over in Thieves Town I haven't noticed any interesting items, but perhaps I missed it. Why are we going up here? So krelbel does indeed have the Thieves Town big key. We're checking Bombo's tablet. Yeah, so this feels like nobly is running out of things he really wants to do. He's doing out-of-the-way checks. One of the things he could do is check Zora. And that has the mirror that krelbel has and he does not. Now, it looks like we're going to go to a swamp. We're going to drain the dam and save and quit. And that'll get us... That will have the dam drained. We will bypass the mirror requirement. So we can get inside a swamp. I think we actually have this swamp small key, but I'm not sure of that. Yeah, it's tracked that we do, so... He'll be able to get into regular old swamp. He has the hookshot and hammer and flippers. So other than getting there, it'll be a rather normal swamp. We do not have the hair big key. So, nor a small. I thought we had this hair small key, but maybe that was in GT. Oh, we're going to the sewers? Why are we going to the sewers? There we go. That's why he went to the sewers. He did want to open that key door so that he can still steal the key from the key rat and have a Hera key so that when he goes from swamp to Hera, he can open the key door in a swamp. Right, so Ice Palace big key in Thieves big chest. I'm not sure krelbel has done a map check since getting the Ice Palace map, but once he does, Ice Palace is a full clearable crystal with everything you'd want to do to beat Ice Palace. I think we'd see that from him next. So Nobly, I think, was trying to take a death warp there, accidentally ran into a heart. So now, see, he has not taken an overworld transition, so the dam is still drained. Skullwood's big key, and I believe that is full pendant information for Krelbel there. Thieves is the last pendant. He already knew that Mire and Swamp are the other two. So we'll see for sure now whether Krelbel wants to, how aggressively he wants to go mode, although he did not do that bottle, which would make things much nicer for him. Okay, so we're not using that key rat key in Swamp. We're using it to get the hair basement item. Okay. I wonder if Nobly just feels really behind and he feels like he has to get something somewhere to make a big difference. I wonder if he's feeling really bad about that GT clip and the initial failed statue drag to Helmosaur King. I don't think there's anything else we can do once we're here other than simply check this basement item. Ah, resetting. Fair enough. So we did not get anything from Harrod Basement, and he resets to save that key. Meanwhile, we get the Quake Medallion, now that we know Mire is a pendant, not that interesting. Alright, Desert, big key for Krelbel. Krelbel really does need to start thinking about go mode, though. I think he wants another bottle. Or the lamp. And just didn't think or doesn't know about that dupe for the Hope Room bottle in GT. We're going to head to Skullwoods. That's a full clearable crystal. You got the Skullwoods big key recently, I think from Blind, but if not Blind, elsewhere in Thieves Town at least, I think. So I imagine we're going to see Skullwoods full clear, followed by an ice full clear. Then we're going to think about, I mean, he can do desert, all the Light World dungeons are crystals, and he should be able to do all of them easily. Doesn't even need to use a bottle to beat Lanmo. Opening the Eastern Palace big key door is something you need to know, but it's very easy if you do. So I think we're going to see a lot of crystal dungeons in a row here from Krelbel. And the only issue is how he's going to open the Thieves Town big key door. I'm sorry, not Thieves Town, Turtle Rock big key door. To fight Trinex. A bottle will definitely do it. There's a trick with the hook shot. I'm not sure what items it needs. It may need the lamp from this point. Although it's possible that he could do it with the items he has. I do not know. Yeah. Meanwhile, Nobly is absolutely handcuffed by being uncomfortable with the bunny clip to Ganon's tower and not having checked Zora. So Ganon's tower has some goodies. It has a bottle on Samaria, and Zora has the mirror. However, Nobly has found a bottle in the front of Swamp. So that should ease things for him a little. That'll probably take him to Thieves Town. But he's going to finish this Swamp play. I imagine we're going to full clear Swamp here, given how constrained he feels by his items. Bottle was in the very first chest of Swamp, so once again, tree warp. Alright, so skipping left side, we're going to do the back of Swamp. Even in No Logic, with all the glitches we can do, left side Swamp is slow. So krelbel, we think, is only looking for a way to open the Turtle Rock big key door to Trinax. Little doubt he can do it with just a bottle. And maybe he knows the setup to do it with the lamp and hookshot. He does not have the hookshot yet, which is in Super Bunny Cave, which Nobly did when he was sort of appears to have felt like he's running out of options, or at least good options. So krelbel not finding anything really relevant to him in Swamp. And Nobly is fighting Argus. So let's see what kind of dungeon cleanup krelbel does here. Okay, so he's going to check Bombo's tablet into Desert, I would imagine. I did not see the Argus item, but I don't think it was any good. My big. Okay, so not totally useless, but not that interesting either. And here we go. krelbel going into Desert. Not even. I don't think he's put a potion in that bottle, so we're just going into Landmo the regular way, not often seen in No Logic. That's right, krelbel did not have the gloves here the first time, so he didn't get his 20 rupees. 3 bombs out of Checkerboard. Okay, so Nobly not going to take that bottle to Thieves Town. He's going to use it to fake flute off of Death Mountain to get somewhere. He has the Thieves Town big, so he could just complete Thieves Town normally. He does not have the knowledge that it is a pendant that krelbel only got by beating Thieves Town. Chat pointing out we could have gone from checkerboard to the Hammer Pig Cave to check one item. However, that glitch has been called dumb by Malmo. Alright, so we're using the desert small key. We're not even going to bother collecting the one in the pot there. I'm going to check the Village of Outcasts Overworld. Regular old landmo for krelbel here. He needs a way to get to Moldorm, so that could be involved. So he's not going to do Hera right away. So I imagine the next play is either Eastern or Ice Palace. Alright, so our tracker easing my sanity that there's possibly a Discord audio issue. Audio problems when you're broadcasting on Twitch are scary. Windows Update likes to delete everyone's audio settings. And we all have some kind of janky setup to try to separate our audio channels. Until a recent feature on OBS. It allows you to simply select the audio source you want. Alright, krelbel. Did he get them? Yeah. krelbel forgot he did not have the mitts. He does want to go to Ice Palace. But he's going to have to do something like Mirror Wrap to do so. Nobly, unfortunately, died in Thieves Town. I didn't see where. Chat suggesting the Hellway. krelbel instead going to get a bottle. This could be either opening the Hera Big Key door from Cave State Pod, or I guess he could use a bottle to go to Ice Palace if he were not comfortable with... Not sure why... Okay, so blue would be opening the Hera Big Key door. Could also be a fake flute, but... Oh, it's probably a fake flute to get Link State on the Overworld so he can mirror wrap to Ice Palace. So nobly with a single bottle, not having some of the other goodies, does have the hook shot. Single bottle will get him to... What will it get him? It'll get him Skull Woods. You can do Skull Woods. So I imagine that's next for him. Alright, krelbel going to... Not the part of the Dark World I thought he would. He He has Super Bunny State. He needs to be careful not to get hit here. He wants to get Link State off the pull tree just north of Bumper Ledge. So there's Link State. We're going to see where he takes it. I would have thought he'd have done all this near Swamp and then mirror wrap to Ice, but that's not what he's doing. Cat has totally lost interest in this race and has started threatening to do useless glitches against each other in their races. Alright, so there is complete pendant information for, or complete crystal, or both, for Nobly. Krelbel still wants an item to open the Turtle Rock Big Key door, so he's not skipping things yet. I suppose this was his reason for taking Link State off the Bumper Ledge, grabbing a few items on the way to doing the mirror rep to Ice Palace. Although so few items from Go Mode, I would have thought he'd gone straight there. So what he could have done, he could have tried to get Link State off that statue there just south of Hype Cave, but it's a little dangerous with all those enemies around. There's the second bow in Hype Cave. Not that... wow. So Krelbel not mirror wrapping to Ice Palace. I would have thought that'd be his obvious next play, but I guess not. We're gonna get some kind of potion here. Nobly is in fact going to Ice Palace, although he's going a different way. He's gonna get there in Cave State. Krelbel buying a potion like he's gonna do the same thing. Green potion will get him here. I guess if you were... so there is a mirror wrap to get into the Ice Palace from the... near the Swamp and Hype Cave overworld. That can result in a hard lock if you do it wrong. So I guess Krelbel was sort of optioning there where he wanted to keep the items he got from his route. So he didn't want to risk hard locking, but either way, he has now made it to Ice Palace. So when you go to Ice Palace this way in Cave State, the ice is not ice. So those rooms don't work the way you think they should. Nobly looking a little uncomfortable with his YBA here. Not opening that key door. He's not going that way. He's going to clip through the wall here in the entryway of Ice Palace. There we go. So nobly joins krelbel. They're making the same Ice Palace play here. So Tam in chat pointing out, nobly used his last bomb to get in that doorway. That means he cannot do the bomb clip krelbel did in the entryway of ice. So he needs to be a little careful here about this key door and small key. Yeah, see, he's killing that enemy hoping for a bomb drop. Nobly, no. Alright, that was almost very bad. He does not want to pick up that key, and he does want to open that key door. There we go. Yeah, again, nobly, I believe, killing an enemy trying to get a bomb. So unfortunately, those berries are the rupee pack, it looks like. So he's not going to get bombs from them. So what he may do here is, even though with this set of equipment he doesn't have to, he may go up to that switch room just to get that one bomb out of the pot opposite the switch. He'll hit the switch as long as he's there. Ooh, be careful. Okay. Little adventure there in the ping-getter switch room. Oh, right, he doesn't have Samara, so he has to go here. Excuse me. I was thinking of krelbel's items. Zaps himself to death on the red berry. There's some weird glitch you can do by getting zapped by a berry, right? When you die getting zapped by a berry, maybe? Something ridiculous like sink and quit. Anyway, krelbel has, I believe, full cleared Ice Palace and is about to get to... Does not have enough magic. So there are ways around this. Could use arrows. He could use Samaria. Looks like he's just going to backtrack here. So you can do double hits on the Cold Stare Shell. If you've seen that, you've probably seen it with sword beams. krelbel does not have sword beams, however. Arrows work. They're very difficult, but you can do it. Samaria, though, also works, and that's very easy. You do sort of have to have practiced it, though, to feel comfortable dropping into Cold Stare, knowing you're going to be able to do it, and doing the long walk back if you fail. There we go. So he's just going to grab a key, get these, get one of these magic pots, and he'll be good to go. Nobly, no bombs must hover here in the normal Ice Palace bomb jump room. No bomb jump for him. krelbel gold sword Cold Stare fight, very comfy. Oh, nothing of interest, unfortunately. The lamp would have the lamp here in Ice Palace could have made this very interesting, because that would have given Nobly an alternate way to do the things krelbel can do with his items. Alright, so there was one thing. Hair Big Key is there in ice, so I was wondering how long of a path krelbel would have to take to open the Hair Big Key door, but he's not going to have to do any such thing. He just has the key. So simple choice for him to beat Hera here. I expect he knows how to open the Eastern Big Key door with Samaria, so that'll be next for him. Alright, so there's something we have not seen. That is a second bottle for krelbel. That should be go mode for him. We believe he could have had go mode earlier by duplicating a bottle in Ganon's tower, but he did not do that. Sort of maybe snuck up on him the idea of duping that bottle with the Samaria that he also got on Ganon's tower. In Ganon's tower, rather. But he should know all the glitches he needs to beat the game from here. So he'll never get that hook shot, which is in Super Bunny Cave. Sort of an interesting way this race went. With each getting different items that the other really could have used. It sort of came down to, was Nobly going to find a lamp, or was krelbel going to get another bottle first? Although, in addition to being down some items, Nobly is down by Crystal. Desert Palace clear, although that's pretty fast. Actually, 2 crystals now. No, just 1. He beat Hera earlier. krelbel taking a blue potion. Says he's not going to Eastern, I guess. I'm not sure where we're going with that. Looks like we're going to fake flute. I guess we're going to get Link State at Bumper Cave and climb up the mountain in Link State in the Dark World. Maybe that's what we're doing. No, excuse me. You might be. I may have confused myself on the tracker, looking at Swamp Palace instead of Skull. So Nobly isn't down. Is indeed down 2 crystals. So, still a question here of what krelbel's going to do about the So if he's using a bottle here to get link state, that means he's not going to have a potion. Not going to have 2 potions inside of Turtle Rock. So he's not opening the Turtle Rock big key door, at least on this trip. But it does look like we're going up the, well, no, don't know that for sure yet. But I think he's going up. Yes, we are. We're going up. Going up Dark Death Mountain in the Dark World. So Nobly now going to do the Skull Woods that I had mistaken that he had already done. So we are going to Turtle Rock. So another hover there from Nobly to get these gold big chest, and we got a map wrap, a mirror wrap from Krelbel to get to Laser Bridge. Well, that answers that. The big key that Krelbel needs is just right here in Turtle Rock. So I think Krelbel's going to go straight to the end of the game. Krelbel not leveraging his gold sword for a 0 cycle Trinex. I doubt there's been a 0 cycle Trinex in this tournament. Yeah, not because people can't do 0 cycle Trinex, it's just they don't have the 4 swords they need to be able to do it. Meanwhile, we have the nice Moon Pearl there on Trinex. But we do not see an Aga 2 plate on this trip. We have Moon Pearl, so it'll be fast to go back. He'll just do... I'm not sure why we're starting in Sanctuary. This is strange. It's almost like Krelbel does not know the Samaria to get around the eastern big key door. So it looks like what he's doing is going to Thieves Town, where he will YBA into the Hellway room and use the Thieves Town big key to open the Eastern Palace big key door. And chest, I suppose. So what I expect here is krelbel will go up, hit this switch, come back down, and in this doorway here that he's walking by, he'll go through that, but set up to come back through it with a bottle. That's a good point. I will go ahead and switch the audio. So we have some MSU here on krelbel's side. I'm not sure what that is. So krelbel had to do the YBA in that doorway and then back off by some number of pixels. He's here in the dark room of Eastern, so this is not a problem with the glitch he did. He's just in a dark room. However, it looks like he did not back off the correct number of pixels and got stuck in the wall, so he had to reset. Yeah, Super Mario. I recognize that music. So, krelbel's gonna do. Oh, maybe he does not have the potion on this trip. Maybe he bought the potion and went to town, so he needs to buy it again. Or perhaps he's just getting a backup. Nope, we saw that move to the left there, little tam shopping. Alright, so back to Thieves Town for krelbel. Nobly. Unfortunately, very behind. Not having that second bottle in Samaria, and Mirror for that matter. What can he do? He can beat Landmo. It's a single item, so maybe not that appealing. He may. What might he do? I suppose he could use Super Bunny to get into Ganon's tower. So he's going to get Link State again here off the tree near Bumper Ledge. Alright, so let's watch krelbel here and see if he just made a mistake or has the wrong idea about this glitch. If he has the wrong idea about this glitch, this could become interesting. Right, so here we go. I'm not going to be able to tell with his sprite whether he's got the right pixel. So nobly just standing there. Again, he's had some problems with controller disconnects that he might have been thinking about how he has to jump out of bounds there. So indeed, nobly is going to take Link State into Ganon's tower. So this will finally... Okay, so krelbel gets the YBA. He backs off. That looked like the correct number of pixels. It could have been a bit much, but I think he's okay. Yep, there he goes. He is out of the wall. So there is that second bottle for nobly. Possibly too little, too late for him. So that should put, he doesn't have the pearl. He's not comfortable with, it doesn't look like he's comfortable with some of that citrus stuff off of Death Mountain. So, Dark Death Mountain. So I think he feels like, he's going to feel like he needs something else to open the Thiefstown Big Key door. Although, does that powder give him enough to stuck push around the Turtle Rock Big Key door? I do not personally know. Yeah, so there's two questions here. Can you do it? And does Nobly know how to do it? I don't know the answer to either of those questions. Chat seems to say that it is possible, but Nobly may not know. He's in good company if so. So krelbel has opened the Eastern Palace Big Key door, or at least I assumed. I was focused on Nobly's side there. He has exited Eastern and will now complete Eastern normally. Right, so Nobly going to finally get his Cane of Samaria out of Rando Room here. Yeah, so Nobly is probably thinking that is go mode. I guess that gives him a nice, it may not have been, he may have been in go mode already, but that definitely gives him a nicer way to do the Eastern Palace Big Key door, if that's what he was thinking. He doesn't want to have to do what krelbel did there. It's faster with the cane. So he's going to buy some potions, and we'll see what he does. I forget where the desert Big Key was that he doesn't have it. So this may be desert. We'll have to find out later what he intends to do. No, I mean, he cut his route there in GT, so it's not weird that he doesn't have it. krelbel did all of Ice Armos and the right side GT, so it could easily be there. Meanwhile, krelbel has 7 crystals. You can play the GT guessing game if you want, but we're not even going to touch that door. So Nobly is going to beat Desert first. We're just going to go straight to the Aghanim 2 fight. Via Turtle Rock, of course. Interesting question. Whether krelbel has the medallion for Turtle Rock. This is unusual that you would open the front of Turtle Rock at all, but might be the fastest way to get to Aghanim 2 here. Although you can easily do it from one of these entrances. Yeah, so this is faster. That's too bad. But there we are. We are in the Aghanim 2 fight for krelbel. So Nobly gets his 5th crystal there, heading to Eastern it looks like. And given that he's just walking straight there, he's going to show you probably the Samaria glitch I expected krelbel to do. Not doing the fast clip there at the bottom to wrap to the top of the screen and get into Eastern. He'll just spin speed. Alright, gold sword, cape, silver arrows. Shouldn't be too much drama in this Ganon fight. Nobly also on gold sword. Not typical for No Logic seeds, seeing both players with gold sword. Unless I suppose it were in a very easily dupable lava chest. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I missed one. So that is it for krelbel. Alright, so krelbel finishes with a time of 1:36:17. And we will see about getting him in for an interview. Also see if Nobly at least gets this Samaria glitch to open the Eastern Palace big key door. Alright, so he's going to take some damage here. He does not have the mirror. So he wants to talk to the door. And then he's going to get in this doorway. Yeah, he doesn't want to take another point of damage. Meanwhile, we are joined by krelbel, our winner in this race. Good game, krelbel.
Hello, GG.
So as you may have heard, one of the big differences is Nobly wanted to save his money, so he did not get that mirror from Zora.
Yep, I was definitely feeling very good when I got that mirror. I was thinking, okay, I know not many people check Zora as early as I do in this tourney, so I wasn't sure early on like how much of an advantage that would be, and I think I'll have to go back and rewatch the VOD to really get an idea of like what all it allowed me to do. But I was using it a bunch, so.
Well, I could spoil it for you because the mirror, although very helpful, very nice, was not the big difference here. So do you want to hear what the big difference was?
Yes, I do.
So unfortunately, Nobly appears not to be quite as comfortable with that bunny citrus to get from Dark Death Mountain into Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, that's
in Ganon's Tower were a bottle, Samaria, and I believe a sword.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So he was obviously running around not happy with any of his options. Although one thing that did happen was, because he was not happy with his options, he did go to Super Bunny Cave where he found the hook shot.
Oh, wow. I think I'm 5 races in a row in this tourney so far, where I haven't managed to find all of the pieces of the hook push kit.
Yeah, unfortunately, he also has not found all of the pieces of the hook push kit. Not having Samaria hurt a lot, and we have seen no sign of the lamp.
Yeah, I loaded up the restream when I joined, and I saw Nobly was doing the glitch that, boy, I was kicking myself for not knowing the West STC to bypass the Eastern Big Key, because my method was, obviously doing the West YBA from Thieves, and it's a lot slower, and I'm bad at it.
Yep, Pretty easy and safe. I recommend learning that one.
Yep. I will right after this this race. I will be going to learn it. Yep, because that would have saved me a lot of time on this one.
So it looks like we may be getting. Yeah, there we go. We have a nobly finishes up Eastern Palace, and then does forfeit there. So I believe he is telling you about the bunny DMD. He wasn't able to do the bunny citrus in the race room, but we will try to get him in for an interview here.
Yeah, that'll be good. This was a very fun series of races. I felt like Nobly and I were well matched, and now I get to go on to face Chex Human. I've raced before in this format. Don't usually do particularly well against him, but it's always exciting going against terrifying opponents. But racing Nobly these last three matches was really a lot of fun. I feel like we're both relatively new to the format, and so there's it's been interesting seeing the series go by, and it's like, oh, that's one of my weaknesses came to play in game 2, and then just back and forth. It's been a lot of fun.
So we will be joined in here. There we are. Nobly joins us here in the interview booth.
Welcome, Nobly. GG.
Perhaps not immediately set up with his mic.
There we go. GG.
There he is. GG.
So we were talking about the difference here in this race. One of the differences, although not the major difference, was krelbel went to Zora, paid for his mirror.
Yeah. I mean, mirror wasn't really that much, but...
Yeah, unfortunately, you were talking in the race room about what was the big difference in this race.
Yeah.
So I think we both walk away from this race with glitches to practice because I never got around to learning the West Samaria to bypass the big key in Eastern, and boy, I was hurting. That was the very last task I had to finish out the seed, and I did it with a West YBA from Thieves, which takes a while to set up, and I failed it. And so it took me 2 attempts, and it was super time consuming, and I was, obviously when you're in go mode, you're getting towards the end and you're failing time consuming glitches, you're watching the race room like a hawk.
Yeah, this race would have looked a huge different if I didn't fail my... Because I did try to bunny citrus into GT, but after a couple of attempts I just had to quit.
Yeah, you were both trying it at the same time.
Oh, nice. So, like, I feel like I didn't have much left to do aside from that. How did you kind of escape that situation?
So I set up a key rat steal in Hyrule Castle, stole the key from Hera, and went to Swamp Palace and found a bottle.
Oh wow! Okay. Oof, that's fortunate.
Yeah, it wasn't anything else in there though, so it was like big sad times. And then I went to Thieves Town immediately after, and that was more sad times. I was like, oh dear.
And then Ice Palace also having nothing.
Oh, and going out of bombs in Ice Palace is fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I had to hover like the IPBJ, and I had to farm bombs in the start, so that was a good chunk of time.
Yeah.
And all of the time I was thinking, just go to GT, just bite the bullet and go to GT early. Go to GT. I was like, but these dungeons, I'm so far behind anyway. I need to do these dungeons first. And if I just went to GT, I would have found another bottle. I would have had a much more easy life. I would have had a red cane. When I found red cane, I panicked, saved and quit, and realized, oh, I have no TR solution. Well, great times.
Yeah. Yeah, the TR Big Key was my well, yeah, I think gosh, it's always confusing in
Yes.
this mode when you have like 6 different items that could be your potential go mode.
Yeah,
But I
so
think in
this
this one I was hunting for once I found the TR Big Key on Laser Bridge, that was
Oh!
my go mode.
Well, I was on my way to Lacebridge though. After Eastern, I was gonna go to
Yeah.
Lacebridge, so I would have been
Yeah.
in go mode much easier than I thought. But
Yeah,
Yep,
so that
yep.
that was the discussion at the end. How were we gonna get around the Turtle Rock Big Key? So krelbel, or both of you actually, that yeah, so nobly you say you panicked there in Rando Room. But that bottle in Hope Room was easily dupable by using a North Samaria heading into the
I know.
Heading
When
into
when
Bob's.
I realized that, I already saved and quit.
Yep.
So that was like my backup plan after everything else failed, to go to Hookshot Cave and go back into GT to get another bottle.
Oh shoot! Yeah, duping items never, never actually occurs to me when racing this mode. I'm always surprised when chat points it out, and I'm like, oh yeah, you can dupe items. I should start to kind of maybe incorporate that into my routing, because let's see, that super tile, it's what is it, a north STC in like going into Bob's chest, that room?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, because that overwrites the super tile above you with do you have to not open Bob's chest first before doing that?
Nope, you don't have to worry about any of that because you're not writing data from that room. You're writing data from the
From the
room
big room,
below.
right.
F-
Oh,
well,
okay, all 4 of those are okay. I see, and that super dial has no. Okay,
yeah, I was like,
like familiarity with that is still a weak point of mine.
yeah, I was like, oh, I have 2 bottles now. Oh, Red Cane, that solves my Eastern problem. Save and quit. Oh, I was like, but TR needs 3 bottles without a Moon Pearl or Mirror. Dang it!
Oh, and Moon Pearl was on Trinex, by the way.
Oh, lovely, amazing.
So one last joke the seed had. But,
Yep. So
I think oh, isn't there another way to get to Trinex without the big key or hook pushing, or the double YBA that like it's something to do with clinking off of the mini Helmosaur, and I think I hear other Tom talking about it every now and then.
all right, so there are 2 things going on. So clinking off the mini Helmosaur is not for that. That is for getting to Meyer from Turtle Rock.
Oh, okay.
But the other thing that could have been done to save you, save one of your potions, instead of using it to get Super Bunny to get Link State to get to TR, you could do a spin YBA. I believe it's a spin, a spin Samaria from Desert to get to Turtle Rock.
Oh, that's right. And does that leave your like, is your camera in a decent state after that? Decent enough to finish out the thing, or do you have to do something fancy to fix it? Oh, I guess you could just walk out, right?
Yeah, you have to exit and re-enter.
Okay.
But either you're just bunny reviving there.
Yeah. Huh.
Although that doesn't get you around the big key, so that's
What
not.
time did you?
Oh yeah.
I assume you found Hookshot though.
No, I never got hookshot.
That's super bad.
So that was like the first thing you did when you decided, all right, well, I don't feel comfortable with getting to GT this way, and now I have terrible options. So once he got his goodies out of GT, he went on another path.
Yeah, I always had better options than that. Although that would have been, I think that would have probably been next, or I don't know how I would actually get into there. I may have, yeah, I don't know what I would have done next if TR had been empty. Probably start exploring Mire or Swamp and be sad.
Oh, you only have 1 bottle then, I assume.
No, I have 2.
Oh, well, yeah, well, you're not happy with the TR YBAs.
Which
Well, he needed one bottle to get link state.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had mirror.
Can you mirror one part of the double IB to Trinex? I don't think so.
You can go to Laser Bridge and mirror out and go buy new potions and get back up.
Oh man, that's clever.
That's why mirror was. It was either Moon Pearl mirror, lamp to hook push.
Yeah.
I had like another bottle. Like I had so many go mode options at the end. It was like I'll just find one of them on the way, so I don't have to like worry about going back to GT and dupe a bottle. I was like
Yeah.
And then you finished when I was in Eastern.
See, this is what I love about this format is after finishing and with the stuff that I understood about the seed and the paths that I was considering, and then after finishing it out, getting to learn, oh, you could have also done this, and this. And it's always fascinating. That's like one of my favorite things about this tourney. And I'm sure that once I go up against Czechs in the next round, I'm sure that'll be another very good lesson in. Here are the 72 different options that occurred to Czechs, but not me. And hopefully, skill and luck will be on my side, and it'll be fun. But,
yeah.
Yep.
I'm a little bit sad that it came down to one of the things I 100% don't like. The one thing I'm very uncomfortable doing, and that is penny citrusing.
Yep. Well, I was thinking, not knowing that that West Samaria in Eastern, I was thinking that was going to lose me the race, because I burned quite a bit of time on that. So yeah, going to be wrapping this up, getting lunch, and then practicing that.
Yeah, it's like if you're known with door jukes, you should be able to do the Eastern one pretty nice.
Oh yeah, and like I've done a West Samaria before. I think it's for opening the TR big chest in Desert State with the spin Samaria up, the one you were just talking about, Taiki Type, and spin Samaria up from Desert, and then head over into the big chest room, and then West Samaria and some weird stuff to actually go back and get the big chest. It's kind of a fun glitch, but yeah, just need to learn to apply that in Eastern. So yeah, fun homework.
Yeah. So that Eastern, that EP West Samaria is easy and safe. Just need to remember to die.
Yep. Just remember to die.
Or maybe. Yeah. So, winner krelbel is facing Czech's human. You're definitely going to learn some things there that you didn't.
I'm so excited. It's going to be great. I mean, Czechs is the one that knocked me out of the HMG tourney, and I remember he knocked me out with a key rat steal. And back at the HMG tourney, that was like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. It's so wild. It would have never occurred to me doing a key rat steal. And now we're facing again at the No Logic tourney when something as simple as that, I'm sure, seems quaint in comparison to the stuff we'll be getting up to.
So Nobly drops down to the lower bracket and is going to face This Is Not Yoho, who was in this chat apparently religiously against tree warping. So if you bone up on tree warping, you could have a leg up there.
Hey, more homework.
Yeah, I'm not about to crash my game, but no. Can I veto penny citrusing? That should be allowed, right?
Yeah, bunny citrusing is very valuable. So
yeah.
All right, so I think that wraps it up for us. I'm not sure of the SpeedGaming schedule here. We have some No Logic races coming up in various places. None of them have a firm restream yet, but there is a race at 9 p.m. this evening. And the race that is Bayer versus Todso. If you want to learn some things, watching Todso play is always useful for that. Tomorrow there's a race at 1 p.m. and races in the future after that. So
awesome.
So good game to both of you. You have any last thoughts on the seed?
Just thanks so much, Nobly. This has been a really fun series, and best of luck going up against Yoho. And thanks Type and JDS for helping with the restream, and thanks to everyone who watched. This was so much fun. I'm glad like the early nerves are finally getting over the shakes. Still suck at YPAs, but getting better and having fun. So yeah, looking forward to more.
Yeah,
So-
GG's. And good luck forward.
Yeah, once again, thanks to our tracker, JDS, JD Silvergun, who is doing two things for the first time at the same time, tracking a no logic race and learning the SpeedGaming tracker controls. That is not a fun combination if you know what the SpeedGaming tracker controls are like. A little primitive. So thank you for that. And with that, I think we will say good afternoon or good evening, and have a nice day, everybody.